welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams, and my name is Tandra, and today we're going to do a pick-a-pile tarot reading based on the astrological sign of Aquarius. We will have 3 different piles for you to choose from, and this will be based on your sun, moon, and or rising sign. And we will have 3 piles here. One of them is the Aquarius symbol, one of them is Aquarius right now, and one of them is the Aquarius constellation. We will give you a few moments to decide which pile you're most drawn to, and you'll be able to go to that pile and watch that reading. You are welcome to watch more than one pile, and you are welcome to go to more than one astrological sign. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you can be informed of any future videos that we put out. And if you want to donate to the channel, you're welcome to do so through PayPal, and there will be a link in the description. There will be timestamps in the description that'll tell you what piles to go to, and we'll see you at your pile. Hello, Aquarius Pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Let's find out what kind of messages we have today. Okay, we have the sun. That's a great way to start. Oh, and the stars. The 3 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. Spiritual understanding. Outdoors. The 6 of Chalices. The Tower. The 5 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Alright, let's look at the oracle cards and see what we can get from those. We have spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. And outdoors, Archangel Jophiel, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Okay, these go so well together because if you get outside and commune with nature and just take long walks or do things like that, you're going to help get that spiritual understanding that Raziel is trying to bring to you. There's different symbols and signs and other things that you can see around you and that come forward, and when you pay attention to those, it can help you understand what is important and what's going on with spiritual things. And one of the things I think maybe you guys can learn from is that change can be good. We have a couple of change cards here. We have the 5 of Pentacles and the Tower. The Tower is great change, big things happening all at once very quickly. And then we've got the 5 of Pentacles. And basically he's sitting underneath this mushroom and it's raining and he can't do what he wants to do and he's very sad and he's very upset. And I can see some of you might be feeling that right now. Some of you might be really very much into this energy. But look, he does have cover. He does have something over him. So there's always, always, always light at the end of that tunnel. There's always sun will come out, things will happen, things are good, and that does happen. And big changes are sometimes very, very, very important to your life. We get a lot of good things coming from change. There's always good and bad in the universe, and there's always something good out of things that we might consider bad. And so if a lot of change is going on in your life right now, that's just helping you get along with the other parts of your life. And that's fine, because if you get outdoors and commune with nature, we have some wonderful things here for that. We've got the sun and the stars. That's both day and night. You can't get more natural than that. The sun and the stars. And bring in that energy, that natural energy that you can get from both of these energies. Get that energy, that wonderful, wonderful thing you can get, and that balance you can get, because this is kind of balance too, because we have day and night. That's a balance. That's a good and a bad but also good, because they're always good involved in both of these things. Too much sun can be bad for you. Uh, Perpetual nighttime can be bad, but there's a lot of good things that happen at nighttime, and a lot of things that happen, and a lot of good things that do happen during the day as well. So these are definitely some energies. Get out there and commune with nature and pull that in. And then that's where the Six of Pentacles comes in as well. Because look, he's out here harvesting stuff from nature, and the sun is shining on him, and he's getting rewarded for it. And that is where you guys are at. You have two sixes. Sixes are also a very balanced thing, but they're also kind of your wants and wishes, and spiritual kind of needs and wants. And emotionally, I think you guys can get very stable. We have the Nine of Pentacles here and the Six of Chalices, and nines are creative energy too. And we have other creative energies going on here. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. And those are creative energies in that 3 is a creative number, and 8 is that she's working hard and diligently creating her creations. And the 9 here, he's been doing what he needed to do to plant. Now it's time to harvest it. And I think that that's where you guys are at too. I think your creative energies can flow to you, and you can get what you want out of this life. But Pentacles are also an earthly energy, and all three of these would help you commune with nature as well if you just kind of get back to earth. Get down to business, your health, your finances, and other things, and deal with those things. And even if there's been major upheavals in all of these things in your life, the good times are coming. You're going to be able to reap the rewards of the things that have happened so far in your life. Because it's time for that. It's time. Yeah, you can be creative. You can work hard at what you're going to get, and you're going to reap the rewards at that. That's kind of the progression that we're doing. And I see very much you guys definitely need to commune with nature right now. You need to go outside, take deep breaths. You need to cherish what's out there in nature, the sun, and get out and garden, plant things, do things like that, because I think that will help bring in some of your thoughts and feelings, and help just kind of help clear your mind, help make you feel better about a lot of things that have been going on in your life. We do have another deck here, and we might be able to pull some more messages. Okay, the Seven of Cups. Now, this particular Seven of Cups, some of them have where they're getting pretty much everything they want, but this one is a little bit more worrisome in that I think you guys emotionally are drained. You guys emotionally have had a lot of things go on here. You've got chains and gargoyles and snakes and other things, and you're just terrified emotionally of what's been coming towards you. And I get that. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in your life right now, and you're worried and emotionally just frayed from it all. You know, you're afraid that you're not getting what you need, because there's just so much that's been crashing down on you right now. And emotionally, you're just like, oh my gosh, there's just so much going on. And I get that, and I understand that, because, you know, that happens to all of us at one point in time or another, and that is definitely going on in your life right now. But there is sun here. The sun will come out. The things that you've been wanting and longing for and working towards, you will get there. You will harvest them. You will get what you need. We've got the 9 here. It's showing that. So don't despair. You know, don't go down that route, because that's never good to dwell on those things in your life rather than the things that can come out and be good for you. You know, look towards what you can get from these experiences. Look at what can grow from this, and look at what you can reap from that, because honestly, there are some better things down the road coming for you. Okay? So I think that's all we have for Pile 1 today, and we look forward to seeing you in other readings. Bye bye. Okay, Aquarius Pile 2, welcome to your reading, and let's see what kind of messages we have today. We got the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Ooh, we got some stuff coming to you. The Eight of Wands, the High Priestess, Indigo and Crystal Children, leadership, death or change actually, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. All right, let's pull up the one oracle cards here and see what they have to say. Indigo and Crystal Children. Archangel Metatron, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. And leadership. Archangel Gabriel, it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So you guys right now are the leaders and guiders of children and of other people. You guys need to take on this leadership role. It's time for you to do that. And that's where the change comes in, because I don't think you guys have been doing that much yet. You guys have not taken up the leadership mantle, but I think it's time for that because we have the High Priestess here. And I think it's time for that change to happen. This card is very much about change, and I think it's time for that to happen because you guys need to take on that leadership role. And that's where kind of the Ace of Wands comes in as well, because it's an ace, and that's always new beginnings, new starts, new beginnings. And deal with what you're passionate about. Deal with your spirit, your fire, because that's what leaders need. Leaders need to lead with their fire passions and with their energies. And that's where you guys need to be right now, is in a leadership role, because you have a couple of knights underneath you here who are going to go out and work for you. They're going to go out and fight your battles, do what you need to do, and come back with the spoils of war. You've got the Knight of Swords who's ready to go out and charge and just go out there and take your ideas and just run with them. And that's where you need to go. For some of you, I feel like this is in your career. Maybe you do deal with children in your career, maybe not, but I do feel like you are going to maybe get a more leadership role in your career, and it's time for your ideas to come to the forefront and go out and charge with them, and maybe that'll be what gives you your leadership role, or just maybe in your leadership role you'll be able to take charge of your ideas and run out and get them, because I feel like that's where that's coming from. And we have the Knight of Cups, which is coming back with emotional stuff from this war that you're going forward on. So I think emotionally this can be a very good time for you if you go out and charge and take the leadership role that you need. Because we also have the Eight of Wands, and the one energy is the new beginnings, the starting, the building up of it. But the Eight now, that is a little bit more of, okay, all these ones are completed and they're on their journey now. They're being shot out into the universe. They're going out and doing what they need to do. And yeah, okay, it's time to start that, but you also need to just put all that creative energy to use and get it out there. Follow your passions and your fire and just kind of push those out into the universe. Because then we also have the Page of Pentacles, and I always kind of see pages as bringing back good news or bringing messages to you. And Pentacles always deal with things that deal with your finances and business and health and other things. And I think financially wise, I think this has to do with a career for a lot of you. I really do. And I think taking on that leadership role, you'll get the messages that you need to be financially better off than you were before. I think you're going to get a little bit more of the earthly things that you've been looking for. And when you take on that leadership role and kind of go for it, I do think that guiding children at this time is also really important for you, because if they are sensitive children, if they are the indigo and crystal children out there, I think in a lot of ways you can draw off of that energy that children bring, and that'll help with your creative ideas in doing that. But also, I think you can also be the leader of children and help them find their role in life and what they need, and I think that can be very emotionally satisfying for you. We do have another deck here, and let's take and pull a few or one or two cards here and see if there's any messages that might pertain to some of you or might help clarify some of these messages that we've already had. And we got one right here. And once again, it's the Nine of Wands. So we got the 8 and the Nine of Wands. And so look at this energy here. She's already done the work. They're already right behind her, and she's got it, and she's ready to do what she's need to do. So you've shot them out into the universe, and now they've plunked into the ground, and now she's got all of that energy surrounding her, and she's ready to do something with it. She's ready to use it in what she needs to do. And I think that's kind of where you guys are at right now. Put out that energy into the universe, become the leader that you need to be, and I think that that's going to emotionally bring back the spoils of war, so to speak. Okay, I think that's all we have for pile 2, and I look forward to seeing you in other readings. Bye bye. Okay, Aquarius pile 3, welcome to your reading, and let's see what kind of messages we have for you. Ooh, we got the World, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Five of Wands, Spread Your Wings, Courage, the Prince of Chalices or Princess of Chalices, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, let's take a look at the Oracle cards here and see what they have to say. We got Spread Your Wings, Archangel Ariel. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. What a beautiful message. And Courage, Archangel Ariel again. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Okay, you guys are ready to go out there and get it. Get what you want. Do what you need to do. I've sensed that you guys have been feeling some anxiety and some worry and some not getting what you want, honestly, and just kind of feeling like things are just not going your way, or you're on the precipice, or you're fighting battles and that kind of things. We've got some changes that have been happening. We've got the Five of Wands. There's been some battles and fighting and fieriness going on, and some other things. With the wands here and fives. Fives are changes, and you do have some other wands energy as well with the 8 over here. But fives definitely almost always deal with change, and I feel like you guys are starting to tap into your spirit more and your creativity, and that is also denoted with the 8. And look, it's coming back to him. He's been creative. He's dealing with falcons and he's getting messages back. And I think that that's where you guys are at right now. These are your messages. Spread your wings and take the courage to do what you want to do. Uh, Go for it. Because you've got the Queen and the Knight of Swords. And swords sometimes can be uh, worry and anxiety, but they're also your ideas and your intellect and your mind and the things that come to you. And the knight can go out and fight these battles for you, and the queen, you know, yeah, she might be, a little bit precarious right here, but she also is on top of it. The queen has got what she needs. She's on top of the mountain, basically. She's up here, and that's where you guys can be. That is where you guys are ready to go. You've got the people charging out there and fighting the battle, and you're ready for that now. And just all you need is the courage, the knightly courage to go out and do that, because now is time to go out there and get on top of the world. Use your creativity, use your ideas and your thoughts and your other things that come to you, because the world is at your fingertips. You have the world here. It is all here for you. There's a time for everything, and right now is your time. Right now is your time to soar and get what you wanted, and just show the world what you have to offer. Now is it. Now is the time to go out and do that, because look, emotionally, look at this. We've got the princess here. She's sitting here. She is just so happy and calm, and she's communing with nature, and her cup is just, your cup would runneth over with happiness, and it's just such a youthful energetic energy. And I think that that's where you guys are needing to be right now, because if you do that, you get to the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is a celebratory. They're older people. They've gone through the battles, they've gone through the work, and now they're able to reap the rewards of everything that they've had to do in their life so far. And that is where you guys are at. You guys are ready to get out there and do that so that you can reap the rewards in the future. You're ready to go out and shower the world with your creative ideas and knowledge and other things, and the world's ready for it as well. So I really think that that's where you guys need to be right now. Just get out there and do it. Just take that plunge. Have the courage that it takes to do it, because you've got your knights fighting on your side and you can do that. We do have another deck here, and we might be able to pull out another message or two that might be useful. Well, that's a few too many cards, so let's see what we can get. Oh, got one right here. Alrighty, what we've got? Oh, three, more creative energy, and Three of Cups. So more creative energy going on, and I feel like you guys definitely need to take some changes in your creativity with the Five and the Eight of Wands. And then we've got the Three of Cups, which threes are very creative. And then that can pull in your emotional desires. Use your creativity to pull in what you want emotionally, because I think that that's where you're at. Some of you guys are very, very creative souls, and you need to take on that creativity right now. The world needs that. Aquarian signs, you guys almost always have what the world needs to go to the next level and the next step. Aquarians very much have new ideas, new innovations, new things that the world needs. And if you've got that, go out and show it to the world, because we're ready for it and we need it right now. Okay, I think that's all we have for pile 3, and we look forward to seeing you in any other readings. Bye.